What's the worst gift your wife ever gave you, but you were too polite to say it? You know, sometimes the universe conspires against you in ways you can't even begin to comprehend. Like the time when my lovely wife decided to gift me something so atrociously bewildering that even the cat gave me a look of pity. It was our 5th wedding anniversary. The wood anniversary, apparently. Now, I don't know who came up with these themed anniversaries, but I want to find that person and ask them what kind of medieval torture they were thinking of when they decided wood was romantic. So, there I was, eagerly awaiting the moment when I would unwrap my gift. I'd spent weeks planning her gift, a handcrafted wooden jewelry box, because, you know, Pinterest makes everything look easy. But it's not. My fingers were still healing from the hot glue gun burns. I handed her the jewelry box with a flourish, watching her eyes light up. Success. I was the husband of the year for approximately 3 minutes. Then it was my turn. She handed me a box wrapped in brown paper. No ribbon, no bow, just brown paper like it was a parcel from some 19th century mail order catalog. I peeled back the paper, and there it was. A birdhouse. A birdhouse. Not even a cool birdhouse. It was one of those cheap, assemble-it-yourself kits from the discount bin at the local hardware store. The kind that comes with a single sheet of poorly translated instructions and with splinters pre-installed. Oh, wow, I said, forcing enthusiasm into my voice. A birdhouse. Do you like it? She asked, her eyes wide with excitement. I thought you could build it and maybe take up bird watching as a hobby. Let me break this down for you. I hate birds. Not in a get them out of my sight kind of way, but more like a they're fine as long as they stay at least 500 feet away from me kind of way. Birds are basically winged rats that have the added bonus of being able to poop from the sky. No thanks. But there I was, holding this symbol of avian accommodation, trying to look pleased. I envisioned our backyard turning into an Alfred Hitchcock movie scene, with birds plotting their takeover, starting with their new headquarters, my birdhouse. Oh, honey, this is something else. I managed to say, through a smile so fake it could have been featured on the cover of a dental implants brochure, right? And I got us matching binoculars too. We can watch them together. Oh, great. Matching binoculars. Just what every man dreams of. Not only would I have to assemble this wooden monstrosity, but I'd also have to pretend to be excited about watching birds. With binoculars. From our backyard. As a team. The next weekend, I grudgingly took on the task of assembling the birdhouse. The instructions were a masterclass in vague directions. Step 1. Insert tab A into slot B. What they didn't mention was that tab A was a splintery shard of wood that didn't actually fit into slot B unless you had the physical strength of the Hulk and the patience of a saint. An hour in, I had a splinter in my thumb, a half-constructed birdhouse, and a whole new level of frustration. The cat wandered over, took one look at my handiwork, and walked away in silent judgment. Even the cat knew this birdhouse was a disaster. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, I managed to put the thing together. It was crooked, lopsided, and generally looked like it had been constructed by someone who had never seen a birdhouse before but had a vague description of one whispered to them in the dark. There, I said, presenting it to my wife. All done. She beamed at me like I'd just built her a life-sized replica of the Taj Mahal. It looks wonderful. Now, let's hang it up in the yard. So, we found a tree, and with the same enthusiasm one might have for hanging up a noose, I hoisted the birdhouse into place. We stepped back, and she handed me one of the matching binoculars. For the next few weeks, I had to endure bird-watching sessions. Our backyard became the avian equivalent of a tourist trap. Birds of all shapes and sizes came to mock me, perch on their shoddily built new home, and poop on everything. It was like a bird rave out there. One day, a particularly aggressive squirrel decided that the birdhouse was his new condo. He chewed through one of the supports, and the whole thing came crashing down. I couldn't have been happier. The birdhouse lay in pieces on the ground, and I had to summon every ounce of self-control not to do a celebratory dance right then and there. Oh no, my wife said, looking at the wreckage. I guess we'll have to get another one. Yeah, I said, barely containing my glee. Maybe. Or, you know, we could just let nature take its course. She gave me a puzzled look, but eventually agreed that perhaps bird watching wasn't our thing after all. So there you have it. The worst gift I ever received, and the smile I plastered on my face to hide my true feelings. Sometimes, love means pretending to enjoy something you absolutely loathe. And sometimes, it means hoping that a squirrel will come along and do you a solid.